Hi, Mary, formerly Marcos Coronado, Marcos D. Coronado in Norman, and Cafe di Roma in Imperial Beach, California. Showing you the homemade, handmade egg noodle that nobody is doing. Homemade pasta. From this pasta, you use it for egg noodles, like I just showed you in my other video. You use it for manicotti, ravioli, lasagna, tagliatelle, all the homemade noodles. It's an egg noodle. I'm going to show you how to do it. And I have a way to do it. When we had it at the restaurant, it was massive sheets with a giant machine. And then now they also have these, for home, they have these home Italian rolling machines. And you can even get an attachment on a KitchenAid for rolling. But I make it easier and it'll make you want to do it. Handmade, homemade. Here we go. 1 cup of flour. Okay. 2 eggs. I'm going to leave some of the white in there. Okay, watch. See? Little bit of salt, but I don't feel like going there to get it. Look. Okay. Mix, 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 mix. Is it dry? Is it all crumbly? Gonna add a little bit more of the egg. See? Look. I'm showing you this because it's a lost art and because it's cheap. You want to save money on food? You have eggs and flour at home? You can make homemade pasta. Okay, now look. See? Comes together like Play-Doh. See? Look. See it? It's a little wet. Add a little bit more flour. See in the bowl here? See? Mix, 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 mix. Mix. This is the dough. Okay, work it with your hands. Still a little bit wet. I'm going to put more in. Look, in here. Okay. Light consistency. It's like a hard Play-Doh for the egg dough. The focaccia is like a soft Play-Doh. You guys, homemade pasta. Go to a gourmet store, you pay a lot of money for homemade pasta. You can do it yourself for peanuts. Okay, here it is. Right here. Homemade. Homemade pasta. Now, we're gonna fast forward like 15 minutes because this really needs to rest with a towel over it, but I don't have time to rest it because I'm gonna show you the next step. And this is a thing I've been doing at home. I'm not a big fan of lasagna. I'm a fan of meat ravioli and cannelloni. I'm a big, big fan of tagliatelle. And this is how you make it. Homemade noodles. Like, watch. This is a new thing. No machine. Okay. Cut, cut, cut. You could use a scraper. Okay. Down. There again. Down. Not only is this authentic, it's a lot of fun. And you can say, I made homemade egg noodles. I made homemade tagliatelle. Now, if I'm not mistaken, my first introduction to tagliatelle was in my mom's region in Umbria. That's all the pasta they had was tagliatelle. In my video, when I showed my trip to Italy, I showed you Monte Cucco, and that's like a mountain resort by a volcano in a cave, and that's where they made it. Ladies in white made pizza and they made homemade tagliatelle. When I came back 30 years ago from having that tagliatelle, my mom used to make it homemade. That's why I think it's from my mom's region. I put it on our menu in Oklahoma. It was our signature dish, tagliatelle with meat sauce. Okay, this is, watch. A lot of flour. If it sticks, more flour. You guys, no machine, no strain. If you make a big one, like with like 5 or 6 eggs, you're gonna have to really stretch it out and expend a lot of energy. You're gonna do energy here, but it's gonna be much more manageable. That one's done. Look, this one is done. Watch. Now, when you see my lasagna video I just did, I used homemade noodles. What you do, you layer these and freeze these with a lot of flour. And you're ready to use it, take it out an hour before. Watch. I put plastic on the counter so I don't have a big flour mess. I just throw the plastic away. Okay, you guys, this is it. You got the idea? This one's ready. See how thin? Like this. You can make it thinner, like this. That's the dough. If you let it set after you made the dough, it'll be a lot more elastic. I'm brushing it here because we're doing a video. Okay? More flour if it sticks. You know, don't say, why is it sticking? It's because you don't have enough flour. Okay? If it's sticking, put more flour on it. Almost done. Now, manicotti. Make a manicotti. Boil it in the water till it comes to a boil. Chill it. Put it here. Put the ricotta filling in. Roll it. That's manicotti or cannelloni. One day I'll show you ravioli. You guys, nobody's doing this. Like I said before, last 25 years, they are doing store-bought, oven-ready egg noodles that you put in for the lasagna. You can do them, it makes it right easy. They are very good, but nothing beats something made with your hands. This is it. Now, this is it. Now, I'm going to store this. I'm going to show you tagliatelle too. I'll store some of this like this, okay? Like this, flour, cover, cover. These three, I'm going to show you tagliatelle. Doing this, 1 cup of egg, 1 cup of flour, 2 eggs, is enough for a cake, a 9-inch cake round of lasagna, which is 4 to 5 orders. Or 3 if you really feel like eating a lot of lasagna. Okay, watch this. Okay, I'm gonna get my knife. Tagliatelle. Watch. Watch this. Make sure there's enough flour. Cut it. Tagliatelle. As small as you thick. Make them thinner, tagliatelle. Make them this length. If you make them thinner, tagliatelle. If you make them this length, fettuccine. If you make them this length, pappardelle. Tagliatelle, fettuccine, pappardelle. Again, tagliatelle, small, fettuccine, bigger, pappardelle, larger. You guys, homemade egg noodle. Homemade egg noodle. Dry them separately like this. Throw them in the refrigerator right away. Cook them that night, like 2 minutes, boil them. Or you can freeze these. Nobody is making handmade, homemade egg dough. Nobody's making handmade tagliatelle, ravioli, cannelloni, lasagna. You guys can do this. Do it with kids. It's so much fun and it's back to earth. God bless you.